Back to the finals of the NBA championships. Applause, right? Who's got the applause? Applause. You have to listen to your applause. Okay. My name is TV Travis, and I'll be your reporter here this morning. The team who wins this game wins it all. We still have a few minutes before the game starts, so we're heading into the locker room to interview some of the players for today's game. Facing off today will be the Fruitless Failures and the Village Volunteers. Let's hear it for them. Our first interviewee is named Ulysses, or also known as Unreliable Ulysses, that is. Kind of an unfortunate name if you ask me, but anyway, here he comes. Where's Unreliable Ulysses? Unreliable Ulysses. Wow, he's looking pretty slow with that snail hat on. Ulysses, are you sure you're ready for the game today?
Yes. Well, I wish I could say yes, but I actually forgot all my gear at home, so I'm not sure I'll be able to play today.
Are you serious? Your team only has 5 people. They really need you to come through for them.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened. Right before the game, I was catching up on the latest season of Game of Thrones. And when I went outside, I remembered that my car was out of gas. Oops. A good thing my neighbor is an Uber driver, or else I wouldn't even be here right now.
Well, yeah, you're here, but I'm not sure that you'll be able to help, be any help to your team, but thanks for the interview. Go ahead and stand right here while we interview your most formidable opponent from the Village Volunteers, Faithful Frank. Faithful Frank, come on out, would you? Faithful Frank! I love your beard, Faithful Frank. Looks pretty good. So how are you doing?
Well, good morning, everyone. It's great to see you here.
What a nice beard you have. How did you get it so long and shiny?
Well, I decided I only shave the times I miss practice for a game, and well, it's been a long time. I love playing with my team and working with them towards our common goal of winning basketball games for the glory of God.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's really cool. Was it all that hard to become such a faithful team member?
Well, I wasn't always this way. I used to be unreliable like Ulysses. But then about 3 years back, I started to realize my priorities were messed up. I wanted my service to my team to be my main focus, so I asked God for help. I made it a priority, and here I am.
Well, that's just great. Well, thanks for the interview. Unreliable Ulysses and Faithful Frank. I'll see you after the game. Now, we're going to have our next guest, Busy Brittany, come out. Busy Brittany. Hey, Busy Brittany. She was supposed to hear it. Maybe she is busy. Oh well, then let's have Available Alex come on out. Available Alex, come on out.
Hey everyone. It's good to be here with you. I just love being with you people.
We can tell. Now let me ask you about your playing style. When you play basketball, you're almost always open for a pass. It's incredible. How do you do that?
Well, it's very important that I stay open then. I position myself in a way that allows me to receive the basketball whenever the opportunity is there. You gotta stay available.
Nice. Whoa. Okay. Okay, there's Busy Brittany. She's like she's scavenging for stuff. Oh my. Well, okay, back to you, Available Alex. How did you suggest we stay available like you?
Well, you clear out your schedule with the clutter, get away from your opponents who are trying to trip you up. Satan loves it when we're really busy.
Yes, he does.
Because then we don't have time for the opportunities like that.
You know, that's great advice. Thanks. Hey, Busy Brittany. Busy Brittany, are you available for an interview? Oh boy, I think she's going to have I think she's going to have a terrible time scoring for her team because she's never open. Okay, it's time for our third team member from both teams. Apathetic Allison and Invested Abby. Ivy, come on out.
Good morning.
Oh yes, well, how was the team doing before this game? Apathetic Allison, are you feeling unified?
Does not compute. I do not know if if we aren't unified. I do not know much about my team members. I do not really care about them. I'm just here because I'm supposed to be.
But this isn't huge. Your team is in a huge game. This is really important. Nothing is as important as this game, except maybe the expansion of God's kingdom in the world through the local church for God's glory and the joy of God's people.
I'm just here because I felt guilty, so I signed up. I don't really care about my team or about winning.
Okay, wow. How about you, Invested Ivy? Is your team unified?
Oh, yes. We're together and in it to win it. I work really hard in the off-season and I actually give financially to the success of this team, so it's very important to me that we work together and win this thing for the glory of God.
Beautifully said, Invested Ivy. Beautifully said. Thanks, ladies. Have a great game. Okay. Now for two longtime rivals. Know-it-all Nick and Teachable Tim. Come on out, guys. Hey, could you guys...
Hey, you know what? I just want to say this real quick. I have the answers to all of your questions, okay? I do actually know it all. I mean, for goodness sake, just look at the size of my brain. Sometimes my teammates think that we should do a different play, but I always know better. So I do my own thing. In fact, my coaches are always giving me these lame suggestions like, let me show you the correct shooting form and stop closing your eyes while you dribble. Seriously? I don't need to be hearing that stuff.
Really?
Too busy enamored with her husband's good looks.
Really? You don't like the input from your coaches? That's what makes you the player that I am. 2 years ago, I was really new to this. I came from a different planet. To learn everything I could. I never played basketball before, but my coaches kept encouraging me and told me the best way to shoot and pass and dribble and defend it. And now, everything I know, I learned from them.
Wow, that sounds like two different styles of learning. I mean, not learning. You know what I mean. Any advice, Teachable Tim?
Yeah, just take the posture of a student and always be open to the instruction or correction of your coaches, ministry leaders, or fellow team members. We never reach a point where we can stop learning from others.
Great advice, Tim. Thanks for joining us. Give these guys applause as they leave. It's huge. Okay, for our last two players, the top scorers and stars of this team, let's hear it for Prideful Pete and Humble Hank. Okay. All right, guys, why do you think your teams have made it to the championship game?
I'm kind of surprised you asked that question. It's pretty obvious, right? I'm basically Batman. I'm the top scorer, I'm the top rebounder. In fact, I'm the only reason I have 4 players on my team. That's required in the NBA. I'm the reason for our success. I'm awesome because, hey, I'm Batman.
How about you, Humble Hank?
Well, for me, I'm so thankful for the gifts God has given me. I like to model my attitude after the theologian Jonathan Edwards. He had a high view of God, which allowed him to be humble. I also like to model my hair. Yeah. Anyways, yes, I'm the leading scorer, but everything I have is from God. To function as a successful team, I do really need my teammates. Teachable Tim is our best rebounder. I think he uses his eyeballs. Our most tenacious defender. God gives to me and my strengths. My team members are why our team is so strong.
Well said. Any advice for our audience today?
It's not bad to know you're good at something. God has given spiritual gifts to all believers. You just need to recognize that it's from God and work as a team because not everyone has the same strengths.
Well, let's have all of our players come out to the front and give them one last round of applause before they start the game. And the Fruitless fans are crushed by the Village Volunteers.